welcome back to our channel, Life with the Hoods. If you're new here, my name is Nina, and today I'm going to be sharing with you guys another fun family project we've completed. So another part of our backyard renovation, we built our shed. We have been waiting forever to do this. We are trying to get organized over here at the Hood household. So we bought a shed, we put it together. Y'all stay tuned to watch our build. Okay guys, the day has come. We are finally getting this area together. So as of right now, our dog did really big holes along this area, so I had to fill it with dirt a little bit. And I'm finna get in here, put down cardboard to kill all these areas of grass. And I'll put down some edging, and we're gonna build our shed, so stay tuned. So first thing we're gonna do is put down this cardboard along the fence line, and that is because we want to, kill this grass off and the weeds that grow, because once we position the shed here, we won't be able to get back there to cut that grass and weeds. So I want to make sure that grass do not grow. So I am going to do a two-step method, and that is to put the cardboard down, and I'm going to use the weed fabric to put down. Now I have used the cardboard before, and when I say, y'all, it really works. I have this around my tree ring, and I basically cleared everything out, put down a whole bunch of cardboard first, and then I put my mulch on top. I am on year maybe 3, and I have not had a weed to grow through. So the cardboard method does work, but I wanted to be sure and make sure I put down some weed fabric as well. Guys, putting this edging down, I was not thinking this all the way through at the time. I did not take in consideration that when the doors open up, that it's going to bump against the edging. And the entire time of us building, I just kept tripping over it. And I was like, yeah, we're going to have to take this up. So in hindsight, I should have only just put it on the back side of the fence, just only on the fence side. But we do take this up a few days later, because I'm like, y'all, this ain't working. Meanwhile, on the other side of the yard, Dad here has started building. So he first started off with the roofing lines, where he was connecting those poles, and these are the headers that go above the door. So he's assembling those as well. I was kind of nervous because parts were scattered everywhere. I was like, Lord, y'all, he's going to lose some screws. We're going to have some missing pieces or leftover pieces. I was nervous, but he was over there getting it done. He had set a goal and a time, limit for himself. And he said, I'm going to get this done. Until it was over with Dad, learning how to use power tools and screwing everything in. And even Hawk had to get in on it. Check my baby out. So Dad's getting the doors squared away. And you have to put all these screws in the door. And there was this little clear thing to put over the windows of the door. Y'all, Daddy was rocking and rolling, and I am so shocked, y'all. I was like, he think he a handyman now. But I gotta give it to him. He was getting it done. Now, if y'all asking, we outside, is that satellite dish still up there on the roof? It absolutely is. So y'all know what to do. Tell Dad to get that satellite dish down. Now that the first few steps are completed, it's time to go over and prepare the concrete slab to start working on the base. Now we have the flooring. And, once it's lined up, Dad said, okay, all we got to do is just click it in. So we laid those pieces out, and he's literally just popping them in, y'all. It's like a puzzle. It was really, really simple to do. You just got to make sure you kind of get it in there. And some of you may have to kind of like work them in. Now, the issue that we were having just for us is because technically we should have had maybe a slightly bigger concrete pad. Now, that would have worked out if we would have went with our original plan, and that was getting a somewhat smaller shed. And, we would have had a little bit of overage for the concrete slab. But what we actually did, we got our concrete slab poured at an 8x10, and we got an 8x10 shed. So just kind of making sure that it was positioned on the slab perfectly before we start putting the walls in. That's what we're currently doing. And we definitely got it done. But I would recommend and making sure that once you get your concrete slab poured, you know for a fact that you're sticking with the size shed that you're going to get. Now that that's down, Dad is going back in and he is screwing the base together. And there were a lot of screws with this. But when I tell y'all, it was really, really easy. And I'm saying that from a viewer point. Because I kind of watched him, build everything together. But it was really simple, though. I can say it was much simpler than building our gazebo. That was a tough cookie, but we had got it done. So now, y'all, of course, Dad has dropped the drill bit, so we are looking through the area, trying to figure out where he dropped it at because he didn't know. I was like, oh, Lord, I know some pieces going to be missing off this project. But did we ever find a drill bit? Absolutely not. But the packet did come with a drill bit, and he realized that. Once he went and looked through some packets, and he was like, oh, well, they provided me one, so I just used that. So I think that's him putting it on now, and he kind of went back and screwed those pieces back in. So now everything should be flowing perfectly well. They're going to start bringing over the pieces for the walls and the metal reinforcements that go on it. Now, Harley, being Harley, he has to sweep. He's like, it's dirty. It's trash on here. I'm going to sweep this off. My son loves to clean, y'all. He loves to clean. So they're bringing the walls over to start building. And we kind of getting excited because we just couldn't believe how fast it was coming along. Now, Harley and Dad, I left them outside at this point. And I don't know what they was over there doing, but it was not the right thing. They was reading them instructions. And y'all, I tell y'all all the time, I am not a building girl that reads the instructions. I look at pictures. For whatever reason, looking at the pictures work better for me than reading the instructions because I be like, huh? So they over there doing it wrong. You see, they just moving stuff around, guessing over there. And then finally, it kind of clicked to them like, oh, no, we're doing it wrong. We got to take this off. No, that goes here. That goes there. And so I was messing with them. I was like, y'all was watching a video, huh? Y'all didn't read them instructions. Y'all was looking at the pictures. That works better, huh? So we had that whole debate in our household of, how I don't read the instructions. I like to look at the pictures and get stuff fixed. But once Daddy got it done, as you see, he has built all the walls and put the reinforcement metal pieces in there. And on the ones that go down the middle and on the sides for the other ones. Now that that's complete, Dad's like, okay, I got enough done for this Sunday. I'm going to relax and call it a day. So this is day 1, and we're going to pick back up on tomorrow. Okay, y'all, it's day 2. And we're about to start building the sides. We still have not put the rocks down yet because we have not went and got the rocks. We know what rocks we want. We priced them. We know how much it's going to cost, but we just have not went and bought them. So we're finna get ready and build on day 2. Let's see how much we can get done. We're trying to beat the rain. So we're hoping this doesn't go on to a day 3, but if so, it's okay. Now, first piece of the wall is being put in, and guess what? It's being put in wrong. Yeah, you know, they was reading those instructions over there, and they was reading it wrong. But if they just listen to me and just look at the pictures, they will see, nope, y'all have to fold it in half, and they finally got it right. So now they're folding on the corners, and, you know, you just kind of pop it in. So what I will say is, you know, how it's like a click mechanism. You just really push it down, you know, into the base, and it pops in. These corners were the hardest part of this project, just getting the corners in. Like once you know, get that one corner in and you just pop everything in place, it just started going. So as you can see, you know, my husband and it's just popping them in, and you may have to like get a rubber mallet to help, you know, scoot it down so it falls in the position properly. But the project really goes after that, and then you kind of screw it down to hold its shape in place, and it's just, you know, click and go. And the boys were really helpful with Dad, you know, kind of holding the walls, help shimmying it in with the rubber mallet, and even screwing it in. They really enjoyed building this project with their dad. And so, yeah, I just really love seeing these moments like this for me. You know, their dad teaching them stuff. I say it in every video, y'all. This is what just melts my heart. So we was kind of, you know, going in, helping them hold a wall. And because, you know, walking on their backside was really small. So they was kind of getting in there, helping us. We needed someone really tiny to get back there. And, y'all, they was helping us. So it worked. It worked for our family. Now, again, here we go with these corners. I tell y'all, those corners were the hardest part that we had. And it just was frustrating just trying to get it on in there. Each corner was like what took the longest. As y'all can see, like on this clip right here, Dad, it was still daytime. By the time he got this in, y'all, it had turned into night. Them corners was something serious out there. But this is day 2. This is on a work night, so he kind of like, you know, only had a couple hours this said day to get it done after work. And y'all, we were tired, but we were getting it done. I was going back and forth inside helping with the boys, but nevertheless, Dad's getting it in there. Now we on that last corner, y'all, and this last corner was nothing to play with. I mean, it took us forever. We were out here late, so this is day 2. So I'm pretty sure it's about 11 o'clock, and my husband had to be up at like 4 in the morning for work. So I know he's tired. And I was tired also because I had just got off at 7 p.m. myself. Still had to cook dinner, give baths for the boys. So we're both beat. So we're going to call it. Now we at day 3. I'm fresh off work, so is Dad, and we are determined to finish today because it's supposed to rain late tonight, so we trying to get it done. On the other side. Okay, day 3. We're getting our shelf in. Harley over here helping. I see Harley. You see Harley? I see. Okay. They're getting a little shelf in. Now, this shelf does come with the kit itself, along with those reinforcement brackets underneath. So I'm just helping Dad, getting it in there and making sure that everything is together. And that's all you really have to do is, as long as everything is connected and pushed together and it's in the spots, it's going to line up perfectly. Next is the doors. I'm not sure how hard the doors were to install. Maybe you would need like a person to help you do it, because I know the boys and even I had to get out there and hold the door up while Dad install something on the bottom part. But just looking at how he did it seemed pretty easy. So, I think anyone could do this project. Now, the boys really thought that this was going to be like a playhouse for them, especially Hawk. Between Hawk thinking the house was for him and even the dog thinking it's a dog house, like they just was like in awe with it. Now my husband is installing both doors, and I came out to kind of give a helping hand in the middle of me cooking also. So I was also there was kind of me like spying on a project to see if he really would be done today. And, we jokingly play around. I just tell him, I'm the site manager, making sure that all OSHA guidelines are being followed on this project. So, but I ended up having Hunter come out and help instead, because I need to finish up dinner. Like, these boys are going to be extremely hungry, so I had to make sure, I had to get dinner done. So Dad has put the doors in, and he's also installing the header. I guess that's what that's called. I mean, it's over the door, so I'm going with header. So he's installing that, and the boys are holding the doors for him. While he, make sure everything gets popped and lined in, and he's gonna screw it down. And remember that he had already started building the roof on day 1. Those were the first steps to do. So you'll just pop those rafters in place, and then put the roof on.
Arlen, do you see when they say AGQ? Slide it up right here. Right here. Right here. You gotta go farther. No. Just throw it right there. Make sure I got the soles.
Now that we're installing the roof, what I did to kind of like help this day go by is I looked to see where each piece supposed to go, and laid it next to that wall and that slot, if that makes any sense. So this piece was kind of like laid under this bay, and then the next bay, that particular piece was laid there also, because they have to go in a specific spot. And once you get them up there in the right place, you just kind of screw it down, and you will alternate each side. So I think that kind of helped him tonight for the project to go along, because again, I couldn't be out here the entire time. I was literally going back and forth. Now, once we got those roof pieces up, I was kind of going up on the ladder, making sure that they're flat, that they're lining up, because they need to line up with the roof line and along with the edge of the wall. And so he's screwing it in and, trying to make this go by as fast as possible, because, again, we both have work the next morning, and my husband had to get up at like 4 in the morning. So, and I know he's tired, but he's determined, so he's getting it in there. I'm telling him, get it in the right way, because you got it in there wrong, player. So, just kind of help giving him assistance wherever he need me. And at this point, it's dark, so we're kind of using that phone flashlight to see the holes, because we could not even see the holes. Like, we didn't start work till like 7 o'clock, or probably a little bit after 7 working on this. So by 9, it's getting dark. And, y'all, we was out here till like midnight, past midnight. It was like midnight at some point in this video, and we was just like trying to get it up, making sure we're doing it the right way, and just tired and sleepy. So we just have a few more roof pieces to put on, and we like, Lord, let's just hurry up. Yes, last beam, let's get this installed. We're gonna put these pieces up, and we gonna screw it down. And I was like, come on, raise the roof. He was like, girl, you is so lame. Y'all, let me tell you something. We have so many lame little funny jokes in our family. And it's just what gets our projects together. This is what gets the day going. This is just our love language of laughing and joking around. Even with the kids. My kids have the same personalities as us for the most part. And that just was, that's what get us through the day here in the Hood household. And so he wanted me to double check to see if he doing it right. I was like, I don't know what's right or wrong at this point. We was so over it, y'all. We was like, Lord, this rain, can y'all push it off another day? We was just like, let's just get this up. And I put this one on. He was, laughing to myself. I'm glad I moved my hand, because you throwing it down about to hurt my hand for the insurance money. So I'm like, boy, whatever. So we getting it in there, y'all. We getting it done. He's screwing it down. Dad did miss a few screws in some places, so he had to go back and put it in there. And it was just all because we were just delirious and tired. Now we get to the last part, y'all. We go put it up, and we like, wait a minute. What's supposed to go on the other side? Y'all, we forgot to put the other head up. That goes to show how tired we were, y'all. We was like, our brain just kind of like stopped working for a second, and it was time to quit. But we was like, nah, we're going to push through. We had kept pushing through to the point where we was like, Lord, can you just put the rain off another day? So we was checking the app to see if the rain was going to stop. And they was like, nope, rain will be here like 1 a.m. So we was like, oh no, we got to hurry up and get this on. So we putting the last piece on. My kids coming out there asking for another snack. I told them absolutely not. Go in the house. It is too late for another snack. You won't have a snack for tomorrow if you eat the snack today. So we get the wall in, and y'all, just to point out that if you do get this shed, there are some areas to where the plastic is still in the hole. So my husband had to kind of go in there with a regular screwdriver just to get that little plastic part out. So you'll be able to, use a drill to screw the screws in. So we are putting the last big panels in for the roofing, screwing it down. And I even had to step in and help Dad screw it in, because he was like, it's not lining up. I'm like, all right, well, go around and push it. And I screw it in. So, because I was trying to push it in and it wasn't working. And I was like, well, you go around. You stronger than me, so you do it. And I came in and I'm like, push it, push it, push it. I screw it in. And we got it done though. Okay, now that all the big panels are in, we just putting the little small parts in on the roof. And my phone ended up dying, so we didn't catch all of it. But once you get those smaller pieces in, those little gaps that's left will be for the skylights. And he put those in as well. And he had to use a hand screwdriver because the drill's going to be too strong and it'll break it. So he just put those in as well, along with the washers. But y'all, we had got this done in 3 days. Technically, a day, 1 full day, and 2 half days. So that will technically be 2 days, if you will. So I'm going to give it to him. He did do it in 2 days. I'm very proud of my husband because he swear he's just a handyman, y'all. And in my head, I'd be like, oh, okay. But he did really, really good. Got it done in the amount of time that he really said he would. We beat the rain. And y'all, there are no screws left over. Amen. Amen. So I'm very confident that, it's done. We won't have any leaks. Everything looks good. And I'm ready to do a massive garage cleaning and put shelves in here. Okay, guys, this is the finished result. As you can see at the bottom, I took the edging up, and it's been a couple days, so the grass is trying to repair itself from when I had the cardboard down. I didn't think that all the way through, as I said in the video earlier. When we was opening the doors, we was stepping on the edging here and falling, and I didn't think that through. So nevertheless, I went ahead and removed that. But y'all, it looks good. I did keep the cardboard and fabric part down over here on the edge. I don't know if you guys can see that, because I do want to eliminate the grass and roots back there, because we will not be able to get back there to cut the grass. And along back here. So this is the window. Okay, I'm gonna open it up now. Just slide it open. And as you can see, we've had rain a few days, and there is no water has gotten in. So this is really, really good. These are skylights. I don't know if you can see that good enough, but there's a skylights. It came with a shelf and hooks. So we got the hooks on there. And as of right now, there's just a few things thrown in here. So we did just get a shelf system to put up in here. And we're gonna clean our garage out, get this well organized. But I think it looks good. And there's a little mesh behind this, so it kind of like, bring in air, or I guess release air or whatever. But I thought about maybe putting a little fan in here, a little I don't know. Tell me what you guys think, but I'm gonna go ahead and close it back. I don't know exactly what okay, I can't do it with one hand, so I just do that. I don't know exactly what we're gonna store in here out of our garage to make more space and be more functional, but we're gonna get it done. But y'all, this is how it turned out. It looks so good. Thank y'all so much for watching and always supporting our channel. Go ahead and like this video for me. If you guys enjoyed the video, even love the video, subscribe to our channel. Leave a comment. Let us know if you want to see our garage clean out. And we'll see you next video. Bye.